Phil's Creepy Vids. Hey there, horror fans. It's your buddy Phil here, and this is part 2 of my Blu-ray collection where I just go through and show off my Blu-ray collection. So this is letters I through to the middle of R. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope everybody out there has a great day. So let's get on to the video. Alright guys, we've got 2 I's to go, and then we're into the J's. So it comes at night. It Follows. I really like this one. Jackals. Good home invasion movie. Jack Brooks Monster Slayer. Jack Frost. I got that from Craig. Jaws. Jaws 2. Jaws 3. Jaws the Revenge. Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers 2. Jeepers Creepers 3. Jigsaw. John dies at the end. If you guys have not seen this movie, I highly, highly recommend it. It's a very fun watch. Just Before Dawn, one of my all-time classic 80s slasher cheese movies. Just Desserts, the Making of Creepshow documentary. We have the old Killer Clowns from Outer Space Blu-ray. And then the glorious new Arrow release. King Kong. This is the Jack Black one. Kingdom of the Spiders with William Shatner. Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. Weird, fun movie. Kong Skull Island. Krampus. Krull. Like this movie, it's kind of like wizards and dragons and more horror related, I'd say, but yeah, if you haven't seen Krull, give it a watch. Lake Placid. Land of the Dead, the Scream Factory Collector's Edition. The Last Exorcism. The Last Exorcism Part 2. The Last House on the Left. This is the remake. The Last Starfighter. The Lazarus Effect. Good movie. Leatherface. I don't really love this one. This is the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but had to have it for the collection. The Legacy. Legion. Love this movie. Highly underrated. Leprechaun Returns. The new Leprechaun. Let Me In. Leviathan. And Life with Ryan Reynolds. And I'll continue on to the next shelf. Shelf number 2, we have Life Force. This is Scream Factory, long out of print, goes for a lot of money. Limitless with Bradley Cooper. I know it's not really horror, but I really like that movie. Liquid Sky. kind of like a alien punk movie. Craig gave me that. The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, also known as Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely give it a view. Long Weekend, nature run amok flick from Australia. Really, really good movie. Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions. Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem. A lot of people hate this movie. I don't mind it at all. We have The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys, The Tribe. And Lost Boys, The Thirst. Lucy, once again, not horror, but kind of like that. Luther the Geek. This is my favorite Trauma movie. Trauma. Really, really like Luther the Geek. It's fantastic. The new movie Ma. Machete. And Machete Kills. This is the Danny Trejo. Christian Bale in The Machinist. This is an underrated gem. Love this movie. Madman. They thought they were alone with Madman Mars. Such a good movie. We have the new Mad Max Fury Road. Maggie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Malevolence trilogy, so you got Malevolence. You got Malevolence 2 Bereavement. And Malevolence 3 Killer. And these are really, really great movies, and together they form a bullhead. We have Mama. We have Mandy with Nicolas Cage. The Mangler with Robert Englund, based on a book by Stephen King. We have my old 30th anniversary of Maniac. Then the new Blue Underground 3-disc Maniac, which is amazing. We have the Maniac remake. Maniac Cop from Synapse. Maniac Cop from Arrow. Maniac Cop 2. Maniac Cop 3. The Manitou. This is the Manson Family. Martyrs. This is the remake. I do have the original Martyrs on DVD. Mausoleum. Fun 80s horror movie. If you have not seen Mausoleum, give it a go. I have the Maze Runner, not horror. And I have Maze Runner Scorched Trials. I still haven't picked up part 3. We have The Meg. This is Metamorphosis and Beyond Darkness. A couple good ones from the 80s. And of course I have to have Microwave Massacre. love that movie. It is a lot of fun. Midnight Special, kind of like an alien movie, underrated in my opinion. Midsommar, which is, in my opinion, great. Mimic, the director's cut. Mirrors 2, unrated. I do have Mirrors Part 1 on DVD. Misery Collector's Edition. Stephen King movie, Kathy Bates. Everybody knows about Misery. Mom. This is a werewolf movie, and I really, really liked it. It was my first watch, maybe, probably 4 months ago. I was very surprised by it. This is Monster Dog with Alice Cooper. Monsters. Mortuary, another fun one with Bill Paxton. This is The Synapse of Mosquito, starring Gunnar Hansen. This is the 20th anniversary edition. And of course, Motel Hell. I did pick up Mother, very, very odd little weird movie. The original Mother's Day, one of my all-time favorites. Such a bizarre movie. And then the Mother's Day remake, which actually is fairly well. And last but not least on this shelf, we have Mountaintop Motel Massacre. This is, I believe, the Vinegar Syndrome slipcover edition. So, on to the next shelf. We have Murder Rock by Lucio Fulci. The Mutilator, great, great movie. See it immediately if you haven't already. We have the collector's edition of My Bloody Valentine. That's the old copy just with the new slipcase on it. And then the actual new version with the slipcase. We have the remake in 3D, which I'm okay with the remake. We have another version of My Bloody Valentine. This is the actual 3D Blu-ray. David Cronenberg flick, Naked Lunch. Great, great movie. We have Necromantic. Necromantic Part 2. The Nest, a nature run amok movie with cockroaches, which is amazing. The Nesting, the terror that hides inside your mind. That's from Blue Underground. Never Sleep Again, the Nightmare on Elm Street documentary. New Year's Evil. I actually watch this movie every New Year's Eve. The New York Ripper. This is the new Blue Underground 3-disc set, which is amazing. 976 Evil. Revenge is on the line. Night Beast, which is a fun little movie. Nightbreed, the director's cut. And this says Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, but that is just the slipcover. and the actual movie is Night Killer. It's a fun little movie, kind of a Freddy Krueger knockoff killer. Nightmare Cinema, fun little anthology flick. Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, which I basically just had to pick up for my collection. Nightmares is this year's sleeper. Fun little anthology flick from, I believe, the 80s. Has Emilio Estevez in it. Night of the Comet. This is the Scream Factory Collector's Edition. Night of the Creeps Collector's Edition. The actual Night of the Creeps Collector's Edition. Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons Part 2. Night of the Living Dead. This is the 1990s remake. The Nun. This is Oculus, one of my all-time favorites. If you haven't seen Oculus, check it out. Offerings, I believe 80s Fair. Remember him before he dismembers you. Of Unknown Origin, starring Peter Weller, about a giant rat. This is the Old Boy remake, starring Josh Brolin, which is fantastic in my opinion. Open Windows with Elijah Wood. Ouija, the first Ouija board movie. And then the much better Ouija Origin of Evil. This is a double feature of The Outing and The Godsend. The Outing is why I bought this movie. Pacific Rim Uprising. I have the first Pacific Rim in Steelbook. Pandorum, which is fantastic. Paranormal Activity Part 2. I do own Part 1 on DVD only. I haven't upgraded it. I don't know if I will at this point. Part 3. Part 4. And the marked ones. And the Ghost Dimension. I know it's not horror, but Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. Once again, not horror, but I love it. Paul with the Shaun of the Dead guys, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. People Under the Stairs Collector's Edition. Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Another edition of Stephen King's Pet Sematary. And then you have Pet Sematary Part 2, which I actually really enjoy. And the Pet Sematary remake, which was okay in my opinion. Next we have Robert Englund in Phantom of the Opera. This is Phobia. Nice psychological thriller. We have Pieces which I believe I got from Marie Gifford. This is Pig and 1334. These are kind of shorter movies, but this is limited to 2,500 copies, or no, 2,300 copies, and I have 1407. If you can get your whole hands on a version of Pig, check it out. It is in black and white. This is Pigs. And last but not least on this shelf, we have Piranha. Last shelf for this video, guys. We're going to end it at the R's. So we have Piranha 2: The Spawning. The Piranha, I do have the steelbook. We have the Piranha Remake. Piranha 3 Double D. Pitch Black. Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg. Planet Terror. Poltergeist Remake. This is the extended cut. The Poltergeist original I have in a special edition. Poltergeist 2, the other side. And Poltergeist 3. We have The Possession. Possession of Hannah Grace. The Poughkeepsie tapes. The Predator. Predators. Predestination. This is a time travel movie, and it is fucked up. The Prey from Arrow. Great movie. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Priest. Collector's edition of Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter. Prison. If you have not seen Prison, check it out. Project Almanac, another time travel movie. Prometheus, which is great. Prom Night Special Edition with Jamie Lee Curtis. The Prophecy Mutant Bear movie. This is the Christopher Walken Prophecy 5 film set, complete collection. The Prowler. The Psychic, Lucio Fulci, great movie. This is Psycho's 50th Anniversary Edition. Psycho 2 Collector's Edition. Psycho 3 Collector's Edition. And Psycho 4 The Beginning. We have Pulse. Pumpkinhead Collector's Edition. Pumpkinhead Part 2 Blood Wings. The Puppet Masters with Donald Sutherland, an alien invasion movie which is underrated. The Pyramid. This is Q the Winged Serpent, a Larry Cohen flick. Quiet Ones. This is David Cronenberg's Rabid. Raising Cain Collector's Edition starring John Lithgow. Great movie. Ravenous, another great movie. Rawhead Rex, Clive Barker flick. Razorback, an Australian flick about a wild boar. Ready or Not, I love this movie. My old regular edition of Reanimator. Don't know why I still have this, but I do. Red Riding Hood, alternate cut. Resident Evil Afterlife. A whole bunch of the Resident Evils I have in Steelbook, so Resident Evil The Final Chapter. The Resurrected, starring Chris Sarandon. Great movie. Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead Collector's Edition. Return of the Living Dead Part 2 Collector's Edition. Love that artwork. Riddick. The Rift. The Ring. And Rings. So thanks for sticking with me, guys, through all these horror Blu-rays, and I'll post the last video at some point. I'll get to it at some point, guys, but thanks for bearing with me, and I hope everybody out there has a great day. That's my time. Thanks for yours. Have a good one, guys. Peace!
So if you guys like that video, comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in Phil's next video. Peace!